Here's a stat that should stop you mid-scroll. Astro sites ship 90% less JavaScript than equivalent Next.js builds. On a real homepage comparison, 168 kilobytes of JavaScript with Next.js versus 1.75 kilobytes with Astro. That's not a typo, and yet Next.js has 20 times more weekly downloads and powers the apps behind Netflix, TikTok, Nike, and OpenAI. So what's going on here? Is one of those frameworks just wrong? No. They're solving different problems, and most developers pick the wrong one because they don't understand what those problems actually are. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one belongs in your next project. Modern web development has a fundamental tension. Developers want component-based architectures, rich tooling, and fast workflows. Users want pages that load instantly. Raw React renders entirely in the browser. Blank screen until JavaScript downloads, parses, and executes. That kills SEO, accessibility, and performance on anything slower than a MacBook Pro. Meta frameworks exist to fix this. They move rendering to the server or build step, ship HTML first, and add JavaScript only when needed. Next.js showed up in 2016 as one of the first to package this for React. Zero config server rendering, file-based routing, automatic code splitting. Astro arrived 5 years later in 2021 with a more radical question. Does the React runtime need to ship at all for content-focused sites? Both frameworks are MIT licensed and free, but their philosophies are almost opposite, and that philosophical split explains nearly every technical difference we're about to cover. Round 1. Developer experience. Setup is pleasant on both sides. Astro CLI launches an interactive wizard called Houston that walks you through templates, TypeScript, and dependencies. Next.js gives you more upfront choices. TypeScript, ESLint, Tailwind, which router to use, both get you a working project in under 2 minutes. Where they diverge is configuration complexity. Astro's config file stays minimal. You add integrations with a single CLI command and it shows you exactly what changed. Next.js config can grow into a beast. Rewrites, redirects, headers, image domains, webpack overrides, and the app router introduces a whole taxonomy of special file conventions you have to internalize. Layout, page, loading, error, route. For debugging content sites, Astro has the edge. Its content collections give you type checking at dev time. Schema violations surface immediately. Next.js has a polished error overlay, but the app router introduced some genuinely confusing caching behavior. There are documented cases where fetch responses return stale data without any obvious indication. On IDE support, Next.js wins. It inherits React and TypeScript's world-class tooling. Astro's VS Code extension is solid, but not as mature as JSX and TSX tooling. Round 1 goes to Astro for simplicity and content workflows, with a nod to Next.js for IDE maturity. Round 2. Performance. This is Astro's strongest dimension, and the numbers are decisive. In controlled tests building identical 30-post blogs, Astro scored a perfect 100 on Lighthouse, while Next.js static generation scored 88. Under simulated slow 4G, Astro stayed above 95, while Next.js dropped to about 75. The gap widens when conditions get worse, which is exactly when performance matters most. Looking at real-world data from public core Web Vitals datasets, over 50% of Astro sites pass Google's assessment versus roughly 25% of Next.js sites. The root cause is architectural. Astro ships 0 kilobytes of JavaScript by default. Next.js ships the React runtime plus hydration logic on every page, a minimum of 40 to 90 kilobytes gzipped, even for purely static content. Build times tell a similar story. A 1,000-page documentation site built in about 18 seconds with Astro versus 52 seconds with Next.js, roughly 3 times faster. Now, the important caveat. React server components and partial pre-rendering have narrowed the gap for interactive applications. If you're building something where the React runtime is genuinely earning its keep, Next.js overhead gets amortized across features that actually use it. But for content-heavy sites, Astro wins this round decisively. Round 3. Features and API. Both frameworks are packed with features, but the standout capabilities are different. Astro's killer feature is framework agnosticism. You can use React, Vue, Svelte, Solid, and Preact components on the same page, each hydrating independently. Its content collections and content layer API give you type-safe content management with ZOT schemas that work across local files, APIs, and CMSs through a unified loader system. Astro was also the first major framework to ship browser-native view transitions, fade, slide, and morph animations between pages with 2 lines of code. And its client directives, load, idle, visible, media, give you granular control over when and how each component hydrates. Next.js's killer features are built for full-stack applications. React server components give you Zero.js, server-only components with full React semantics. Server actions let you handle mutations without building separate API endpoints. ISR lets you regenerate static pages on the fly with configurable staleness. And middleware gives you request interception at the network boundary for auth, A/B testing, and geo-routing. On ecosystem, Next.js benefits from the massive React universe. Thousands of packages, deep integrations with Prisma, TRPC, and Auth.js. Astro's ecosystem is growing fast, but younger and smaller. This round goes to Next.js for feature depth and ecosystem breadth. Astro takes the win on content-focused features and multi-framework flexibility. Round 4. Ecosystem and community. On raw numbers, Next.js dominates. 25 to 28 million weekly NPM downloads versus Astro's 1.25 million. 138,000 GitHub stars versus 57,000. But growth trajectory tells a different story. Astro's downloads grew roughly 7 times in 2 years, and it was the 3rd fastest growing language on GitHub last year. Developer satisfaction heavily favors Astro. In the State of JS survey, Astro ranked number 1 in retention, interest, and positivity. Next.js ranked number 1 in usage but near last in retention. Developers who try Astro keep using it. Developers on Next.js increasingly express frustration, particularly with app router complexity. Job market demand, though, strongly favors Next.js. React plus Next.js plus TypeScript is the most in-demand front-end stack right now. Astro jobs exist mainly at marketing agencies and documentation teams. On corporate backing, both have serious support. Cloudflare acquired Astro in January 2026. All employees became Cloudflare staff. Vercel backs Next.js with an $863 million war chest and a $9.3 billion valuation. This round goes to Next.js for ecosystem size, jobs, and enterprise adoption. But Astro's growth momentum and developer love are real. Pick Astro when you're building a content-first website, blog, docs, marketing site, portfolio. If your project is 90% static content with isolated pockets of interactivity, a search bar, a dark mode toggle, a sign-up form, Astro delivers the best performance with the least complexity. A team with React, Vue, and Svelte experience can use all 3 in a single Astro project. And if performance on low-powered devices matters, global audiences, mobile-first markets, slow connections, the performance gap between these 2 frameworks widens significantly under those conditions. Pick Next.js when you're building a full-stack web application with heavy interactivity, SaaS dashboards, social platforms, real-time collaboration, complex e-commerce with dynamic pricing and personalization. Pick it when your team is already deep in React and needs the largest hiring pool. And pick it when you need sophisticated per-route rendering strategies, ISR for product pages, SSR for dashboards, static for marketing, streaming for data feeds, all in one application. One misconception worth busting: Astro is not just a static site generator. It's had full SSR since version 2 with API endpoints, middleware and server-side actions. And on the other side, Next.js doesn't lock you into Vercel. About 70% of Next.js apps run outside Vercel, and the new Build Adapters API is a genuine step toward platform parity. Here's the real insight. These tools aren't competing, they're complementary. Many production architectures use Astro for marketing and docs, alongside Next.js for application dashboards. If your project is content-heavy, Astro is the stronger choice. If it's interaction-heavy, Next.js earns its complexity. Match the framework to your project's content to interactivity ratio, not to hype. That's the smart move.